The boat behind me is Sparta. She's a 34-metre Hakvoort for sale with ocean independence, and they very kindly arranged for me to get on board this one and do a full yacht tour. This is a boat I'm really excited about seeing because it's a real classic. Let's go. Now, if you have any interest in boats whatsoever, and I presume you do if you're watching this channel, then you need to stay with me to the end of this one, because this is, and I don't say this lightly, the most beautiful yacht I have ever been on. And we're going to start the tour right back here, and I'm going to tell you that this is actually built in 1998, but she's just had a complete refit right throughout. She's been completely repainted, she's had all the teak done, everything just looks like new, and that's all just been done. And the interesting thing about it is, although it's a classic in terms of the styling, it is actually a lot wider than the sort of 70s and 80s boats you normally find. So there's a huge amount of space in it, and I'll show you that next. But let's start right at the back, because here you've got a cutaway that can come out, and there's a passerelle built-in hydraulic, so that when you're stern to, you've got easy boarding, and this central section of table you can lift out, so you've got direct access right throughout. Really good flow. But anyway, let's head on inside, and I'll show you what she's all about. This is a work of art. Okay, here we go. Now this boat is all about long distance cruising in great comfort and in great style, and it starts right here. Look at this. The bar is over on this side, and you've got these great windows, of course, all the way around, so you've got a terrific view out. But it's a real classic, isn't it? I think that's stunning, and it just gets more and more stunning as we go through the boat. The writing desk over here, and you've got this lobby area. That's through to the galley over there. We will look at that in a bit. We'll look at all the crew areas and the machinery. We're going to do the whole tour on this boat. But this is like an atrium here, so you've got the stairway down to the lower accommodation and a stairway up. But look at this. How beautiful is that? But before we go into those areas, we're going to head forward into the owner's domain. In fact, as we go past, that's the day heads. But everything from this door forward is the owner's little personal domain. And the first thing you find is this beautiful little office space. And then we'll head forward again. And it takes this round. And we'll go right to the front, I think, first of all, and have a look at the actual cabin, because, wow. I don't even need to say anything, do I? That is just stunning. Absolutely stunning. I think my description as a work of art was accurate. It's just beautiful. Love this boat so much. Okay, in here is the ensuite to this cabin with a proper bath. And then, of course, you have a shower just here. And the toilet then is separate. That's through this door and there, and that door there actually then takes you back out, so you can have that from the actual bedroom part straight into there as an ensuite at night. Isn't that amazing? Okay, let's head on back out. Lots more of this boat to see. And I think what we're going to do next is we're going to head down to the lower deck and have a look at the accommodation for guests, and then we'll work our way gradually up through the boat. So here we go. And the first thing that greets us is this great little lobby area, and then your bedrooms are off of here, of course. So there is a guest bedroom here. This is a Pullman berth, so if you've got kids in here, you can drop that down and sleep 3, or you can have it as at the moment and just sleep 2, of course. And as you'd expect, an ensuite with the actual toilet then tucked in there. Okay, let's come back out and head around to the other side, and we will find a very similar cabin, and again an ensuite. That's here. Same kind of situation, shower in behind and then loo in through that door. I'm keeping moving because there's a lot of ground to cover in this boat. Okay, let's head back here. And this is your main VIP cabin. I mean, that again, just incredible. Masses of storage all the way across the back here. I love these Art Deco style lights. I love the whole feel of this. It's amazing. And this one also has a proper bathroom. And then again, your toilet is separate and off of here with a bidet. Like so. Okay, let's come back out of here and we'll head up a deck and carry on. Now that door there, that is a service door from the crew area, but I think we're going to go into that from the galley area to give a better idea of how this flows. But I'll point it out when we're in that area of the boat in a moment. So, around here will take us to the galley and we'll look at some of the crew domain. So this is the galley. Really great size and lovely view out. These cans are anchored just off the can. Anyway, as I say, we'll carry on moving because also through here then is access down to the crew area. So there's a door there out onto the deck, so again the crew can come and go without having to go through the guest accommodation. And if we head down here is the mess area for the crew, which is currently being occupied by Dave, who is the captain, and Toby from Ocean Independence, who is my new best friend for getting me on this boat. It's just incredible. Okay, let's head on forward. We'll have a quick look at the crew areas. So these have got crew bedrooms tucked away like this on either side. I'm not going to go too deeply into those because obviously the crew are on board at the minute and using it. And if we head up here, that's a little laundry area with all the washing facilities, and opposite that is walk-in freezer. And as I mentioned earlier, this is all about long distance cruising. And then a pantry right at the front and another access out up onto the deck. Okay, let's go back through here. And actually the last crew cabin in here is just down here. So you've got another cabin there for engineers or whoever you want running the boat. Okay, let's head back on up and we'll have a look at some of the upper deck areas. So let's go back through the kitchen, and there's a stairway there which takes you up to the wheelhouse, but we're going to go, I think, through the atrium just because it is so very, very nice. So this is this lovely atrium area, and this time instead of going down as we did before, we are going to head a little bit further around and we'll find a stairway up, and this then takes us through to the upper deck. And look at that, isn't that stunning? So you've got this wonderful dining area, you've got these huge windows for a great view out, nice little cozy snug there, another bar area. Let's come right back and have a look at it properly. Isn't that amazing? Okay, let's head on forward, keep on going, and up here is the bridge. I think sometimes with this boat I just don't need to say anything, I just need to show you because it's just wow. That incidentally was from the galley area, so that's the crew's way up without having to go through the guest accommodation. It's a very cleverly laid out boat. Right, let's go out of this side and we'll work our way around some of the decks. Look at that beautiful water. So up here is the Portuguese bridge, and these are wing stations. You can control the boat from here, so if you're docking the boat you can really see exactly what you're doing with it. So let's go around the Portuguese bridge, another docking station on this side, and then we'll head down this deck, and this will take us back to the upper deck aft area. Now up here you have got an outside eating area and two big cranes, and this is where the tender lives. The tender that we came across on would go on those chocks there, lifted out by this crane, and this is a pair of Pico sailing dinghies. The owner of this boat is massively into sailing, so he's got those that they can launch and have some fun with when they want to. Let's go right to the back of here, take a look forward. I mean, it's just beautiful, just beautiful. And as you probably spotted, we're not done yet. There's another deck right on top of the boat. So this is the sun deck. Okay, let's head on up here. And this is the top of that atrium that I mentioned when we first came in. That stairway winding its way up, and there's another helm position. And that is access from the bridge down below. And that's a view out across the front of the boat. This is just astonishing. And then of course sunbeds at the back, so if you want to catch some rays, that is the place to do it. And what a view. Good afternoon, Cannes. Amazing, absolutely amazing. Sounds like hyperbole, but honestly I can't find the words for this boat. It's just almost leaving me speechless, but not quite. Okay, so the very last thing to look at then is the engines, and if we head down here, this is a direct route down to that aft deck. And that will allow us to spin round here and head down to the engine space. Right, let's head down these backwards, I think.
Yes, that's the safest deck.
Absolutely. So the first thing that greets us is this great little work area. We've got generators running at the minute, so it's a little noisier down here, of course. One of them is in behind here, and then the engines themselves are up ahead. Now these are Caterpillar engines, twin engines, and they are 482 horsepower each. Now all these engines and generators had complete rebuild to bring them up to 0-hour spec. So this has been completely rebuilt throughout here, and the boat is just absolutely incredible condition. And I think because of the noise, I will come back out and give you the performance and range figures over here where it's a little bit quieter. Okay, let's head on up. And I think we'll finish off up on the bow, and I'll tell you about her speed and range just to finish off. A few of the toys are out up here at the moment. Ah, yes, here we go. Let's go right up on the front. So those engines, as I say, they're 482 horsepower each. They're giving the boat about 10 knots flat out, thereabouts, cruising at 8 to 9 knots. But the impressive thing about it, if you're cruising 8.5 knots, you've got a range of 6,500 miles. This is a serious long distance explorer. But for my money, what this is most of all is a work of art. I said it when I came on, and I'll say it again, I think this is the most beautiful boat I've been on. It's just stunning. So there you go, that's the Sparta. Huge thanks to Ocean Independence for getting me on board with this one. I can't thank them enough because it's just amazing. Just love it. I've been really taken with this boat. Hope you've enjoyed that tour, and hope you'll catch you on the next one. If you hit the subscribe button and the little bell, it'll keep you informed of more coming. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.